All right, before we get into the Supercross in Houston Mets, you went riding yesterday. How was it? What was the place? And you also have a new KTM. You might tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So yesterday, I got a new KTM, the 2023 350 SXF. It's good. I
Dude,
like it.
how long has it been since you had a brand new bike, like the same year of the year that you're living in?
I don't think I've ever had one. No, I don't know. Probably
Last KTMs when you were hitting brand new bikes.
probably that was a long time ago.
Yes.
But
Sorry,
anyway,
continue.
just off Rob. So the bike's good. It's surprisingly fast. Like it's crazy. I almost looped out a few times
Mhm.
on a sand track. Like it's legit sand, and about looped out. But the track we went to was called Big Off Road over in Illinois. Big River Off Road, and dude, that track is gnarly. It's fun. It's a good time. It wore me out.
Did you have both of them running?
Oh, I guess. I think everything was open, but he just had timed practices on the main track.
Nice.
Is it all sand?
Yeah.
It's tough, dude.
It's deep. It's
a
deep.
workout.
It's deep as shit. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's freaking fun.
Is it like Southwick sand or different?
It's probably really similar. It's Southwick is a little bit more wide open and big rollers, where this is more congested and tighter rollers.
Gotcha.
But it's good. The sand's really deep. Like I couldn't believe how deep it was. And it's like legit sand.
Are you running like a paddle tire at all, or are you running like full?
Yeah. So I put on the. I'm not running the MX-14. I'm running the MX-12, which it still works pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I'd probably be all right with MX-33 or any other sand tire or medium to soft compound tire.
Cool.
But yeah, it's fun. KTM handles really good. For being all stock, and it's fast. Like second gear will freaking loop you out. I'm not kidding. Like it's like a two-stroke 250.
Did you get a KTM because next year Sexton will be on a KTM?
Yeah. I heard that rumor, and right then I knew that was the move. No, it's because I'm so damn old. I can't handle a 450 no more.
What do you got? 350, right?
Yeah, 350.
I saw somebody, I think it was on Twitter, said, "Why don't we make a 350 class?" And someone's like, "Because there's only one OEM that carries a 350." Like, yeah, what kind of question is that?
Yeah,
but
there's three, ain't there?
Three.
Yeah.
Oh, true. gas, and Husqvarna.
Yeah.
They're all different colored KTMs.
Yeah. One thing before we get into it, what's the Triumph coming in next year? I know there's no bike. Who do you see, like, if you just had to pick somebody, who would be on that? I know Ricky Carmichael's behind it. Do you see anybody who would be in that? Be behind a brand new OEM?
I haven't even looked into it at all. I don't know about you guys.
Carmichael and some other dude over in Europe have been testing it. I have heard that. Is it Villaman or something? I can't remember who it is over there.
I don't even know if are they doing 250 class, 450? I don't even know that either.
I don't know. Are they starting in outdoors?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
so we have no news on that.
I think it's gonna be like a KTM. I think it's gonna be a steel frame bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I wonder if it's affiliated with KTM.
I doubt it.
Carmichael's saying absolutely not, but then other people are saying yes. So I don't know.
Well, Carmichael's the ambassador for it. I think you would know better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Carmichael's the one they went after when they were developing the Bellbowl.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
Carmichael. I think Kerry Howard helps out often too.
Oh, really? Kerry does?
I'm pretty sure he does.
I guess there was no bad blood between them when they had the race team. They just kind of ran out of money in a sense. The Hart Huntington.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
I mean, they won a
Suzuki pulled their shit, probably. I don't know.
They won a championship. You'd think that they would have been able to pull some more sponsors.
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast when they were talking. I think it was when Ricky was on Bubba's podcast, and they were talking about it and how Suzuki was like putting the two teams against each other. Like, well, we're going to give this stuff to James, but we're not going to give it to you. But Ricky said that they were owed all this shit, but instead of giving it to him, they gave it to James instead.
Like the JGR, so they gave it to JGR or whatever.
No, to Factory Suzuki.
Yeah, that's when he was on Factory.
That was JGR Suzuki was what James was on, right?
No, that was on Factory Suzuki. Yoshimir.
Oh, yeah, okay.
James was never on JGR.
Wait,
Yeah, he was. Yamaha.
No, JGR, or he might have been a JGR Yamaha, but not a Suzuki.
Yeah, when they switched.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some Houston Supercross. We'll get into it, but it was the night of the rookies, 450 and 250. We'll get on that later, but definitely a lot of rookies tonight. But let's start talking about the track. What do you guys think of the layout? I think it looked cool. The sand section, man, it was taking people, but we thought that going into it was going to take some people in the long whoops. Start with you, Aaron. What do you think?
It was a good race. Tomac.
What do you think of the track?
Yeah, I mean the sand was a make or break, and the whoops were make and break too. It took a lot of the 250 guys out. The sand section. There's a lot of people that crashed a lot in the sand. I think they said Thrasher went down like twice in the sand. I thought he was going to do pretty good in the 250 class, dude. He got freaking 15th. I guess he crashed in the sand twice that race.
Yeah,
it definitely claimed some people.
Ryan or Scott, what do you think?
I like the track. I thought it was cool. It was fast. I like the 180-degree start that they had.
Yeah,
it was a fast start, and then the tunnel jump.
Way out off that start, dude.
Huh?
So they were going way out off that start too, like almost where they're barely clipping the hay bale coming back on. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah, the start was good. And then the long whoop set was. I like that. The tunnel jump, I like that. It was super steep. And then the rhythm sections were big. I like that too. I like the whole track. It was pretty good.
A 3, then a quad. But then they said that quad was like
it was huge.
Yeah,
75 feet.
It was big.
Watching them jump that, it was huge.
Yeah.
I think Tomac was scared to jump it for a little while. He missed it a bunch in the heat race.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it got ruddy because a lot of guys. I think AP was the only one in the heat race to jump it.
I think that's part of the reason why he got his ass pretty much handed to him in that heat race to Sexton.
All right, let's get into Tomac. So Tomac with the win, his 47th. That's right, isn't it? 47th win of his career.
Yeah, I think Carmichael's at 48, and James Stewart's at 50, so he's about probably to break some records this year.
Yeah, so Tomac in the heat was leading, and then Sexton just blows his doors off in the heat, and I was just like, wow, Sexton is on another level. He was looking amazing in the whoops. He was going inside in the sand. Tomac was still working that outside. Tomac did go inside of like once or twice, but he liked that outside. And then, man, I was like, it's not Tomac's night. Then we start the main. He's out front. He got a great hole shot. Dude's killing on the hole shots this year. It was AP, Anderson, just on him, just right on him. And then red flag. I think if it went for that red flag, for sure he wasn't winning. And then after the red flag, he got stayed the lead and just maintained it. What do you guys think about all Tomac?
Man, I don't know if you could say he got his doors blown off of him in that heat race. I think that Sexton just had a little bit more than he did, and he probably was just like, all right, I'm going to chill back in second,
Yeah.
get into the main, make some changes to whatever I need to change on this thing, and go out there and I'm going to smoke everybody.
Yeah, I guess you could say more. He was like, all right, if you were an outsider looking in, you're like 7 seconds over second. It looks like that, but you're right. He's probably like, all right, I'm just going to chill out for a minute.
Yeah, why push in the heat race? If you know that you're not going to be up there and passing him and going away from him, then why even push it in a heat race? If the main event's different, but in a heat race, just stay back in second, take your second or fourth pick in a gate, and go out there and fucking kill it.
Right. What do you think?
Yeah,
Matt?
I don't know. I think Sexton had him in the heat because I don't think anybody's gonna want to just let somebody pull away from him that much. They'd probably want to pressure him or, kind of see their lines. Because I mean, it was almost 8 seconds at the checkered flag. So I think Tomac went back and did some studying or something, and then went back and applied everything to the main event.
Yeah.
So do you think he was pushing, trying to pass him, trying to catch him that whole race in the heat race?
I don't think he was going as hard as he can, but I don't think he was comfortable going Sexton's pace.
Yeah.
Sexton was killing the whoops too.
He was freaking flying through the loops.
Yeah. I think in the main, what changed was the sand section. Because Tomac stayed that outside. He ended up was doubling out of it. But Sexton said he's like, I was never gonna take that line. It was on the edge, and I was always gonna stay inside. And I think Tomac noticed the sand was just getting worked to the outside, and he's like, and it ended up being faster as the main went on.
Yeah,
and,
if you watch lap after lap, you can see the line starts forming.
Yeah.
He just kept working it to where he made the line the way he wanted it. And it started working out.
Yeah. Do you see that one line where Barsha, I don't know who else did it. They were starting outside and then jumping back inside line in that sand. So they'd come outside and then they would jump inside. That was a good line.
I did kind of notice they were kind of going from outside to inside there at the end of that sand section at the end.
I saw some people doing that, but when it didn't work out for them, it was pretty bad. It took up a lot of time.
Dude, that sand was
I think that's what lost the race for Sexton is I think that he was just, it seemed like he didn't change his lines up at all. He just kind of stuck in what he'd been doing all day, and it just wasn't as fast,
Yeah, how hard is it though for Tomac? All right, just to mentally just stay out in front and just stay with it. It's gotta be hard on you just to stay focused like that. Those guys are coming. Well, I don't know about the restart. I think he felt good there, but I think Scott, you mentioned that something after the restart they made they might have made a slight change. You think they made a change right before the restart?
I don't know, but he sure was freaking. He turned it up, and so when the red flag came out, he went flying back to the mechanics area. So I would think that they did something.
Yeah. Who knows? But yeah, he came out. I didn't think he was going to hold that lead.
The dirt looked really tacky, like the rest of the track. I feel like it was especially sticky. Compared to the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one left hand berm after the rhythm section along the stands. Those dudes were laying it over in that corner.
Yeah.
I've seen one video of actually Hayden got into a rut and just railed it.
Dude, it was almost like he was inverted.
Right.
He was so laid over.
Yeah. So Now, then Anderson was third. Anderson, like right before the restart, he was up there on Tomac, and so with AP. And then, like after the restart, they kind of, I'm not gonna say chilled out, but it's like they weren't in the same rhythm. But good ride for Anderson and AP. Do you think Anderson's still in this championship, 20 points down? Or you think he's slowly fading out?
I think he's in it. So I guess they switched rear shocks. He went back to his old rear shock, and they're gonna, from what I heard, I guess, stick with what worked before. And same with Sexton. Sexton went to his old rear shock also.
Okay. I think Sexton's going to turn it on. I think I think Eli's. I think he's going to push him a little. He's going to push Eli harder now.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more of Anderson.
I hope so.
I agree with Scott on that.
I wonder whatever happened with KTM. Like KTM was using those air shocks, and I don't think anybody's got one on their bike this year. So I wonder if they just like completely abandoned that like product idea. And since then, dude, Cooper Webb's been doing a lot better.
Yeah, he got a fifth this race, but it's like you almost didn't really hear. Like he kind of back there. I mean, a fifth is still decent, but not where he was so far in the first 3 rounds. But
yeah, I think that long loop section hurt him.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And then so yeah, we kind of mentioned AP. Great ride for AP. I thought he was going to be on the podium. But
he looked fast. He looked really good.
Did you see he had the fastest whoop speed
for a minute?
Yeah. I think he had the fastest whoop speed of anybody at some point.
Yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
He was definitely gonna if that red flag didn't happen, he was passing Tomac with it. You think the next lap he had him? For the next lap? Really? I need to go back and watch.
You can turn it on real quick.
And then Barsha 6th. Great ride for Barsha. It's kind of like where we kind of expect him to be, right? And then Jay Coop with a 7. Rookie, first ride.
Dude, he looked so good.
Yeah, killed it.
He was like just calm and consistent, and he rode good.
And
super good.
He rode all the way to the end too, because I mean he got a couple of guys I feel like right there at the end.
Yeah, you got Kenny.
Yeah, top and past Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny got 8th. Kenny he didn't look smooth really out there. Just kind of looked like he was trying to just hold it down.
Dude, he got landed on.
Yeah.
Frandis landed on him. That's how Frandis knocked himself out.
Yeah,
yeah,
so
but watch it. Like it doesn't even touch him as a person. He just got his back bender and shit.
Like his subframe area.
Yeah.
So Ferrandis overshot that into that turn, wasn't it? Basically.
Yeah. Triple into the turn.
Yeah, and then basically knocked himself out.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
That Yamaha was so much faster than the Suzuki.
Riker.
Do we think Jay Coop? You think Ferrandis is out this next week?
I think that he's out for at least a week or two, dude. Yeah. Apparently, he was completely unconscious for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
I bet he's back next weekend.
I kind of think so too.
You think he's back?
Yeah,
I think so.
He got a concussion. That's it. He's done. He's ready to go.
He's
riding tomorrow.
He wouldn't even fly back. They had to drive him back to Florida.
He wanted to see the scenic route.
Right.
Oh, what's this? Check this out. Scenic route.
Yeah.
So Savachi.
The scenic route from Texas to Florida.
Savachi's still top 10 privateer. And from what they're saying, he's not going to take the Malcolm spot. He's going to stay where he's on. The team he's on.
It's kind of a smart move, I think.
Yeah. And then
switching bikes mid-season would be tough.
Yeah. Why isn't Dean taking it? That's why I'm
switching
wondering.
bikes.
Switching bikes again?
He's probably got so much committed into that firepower Honda.
Yeah.
he doesn't want to screw him over. Probably. This is his last year on a Supercross anyway. Or racing anyways.
AC 10th. Kind of, he's been like a 9-10 guy so far this season. Do you think AC gets a podium?
Nope.
Maybe towards the end of the season, but I don't see it happening anytime soon.
No.
I agree with that.
He can't do 25 minutes.
I did. So Christian Craig went down in the main before the restart because he was last on the restart. I don't know how he went down. Do you guys know? Anybody know?
I don't
I
know.
think it was in the first turn he got down.
Yeah, but he worked his way up to 11th. So
yeah, I know they did say he went from like 21st to 11th or something like that.
That's a pretty good ride, actually.
Yeah, it's a good ride.
That was after the restart, right after the restart.
Let's see here. So all right. So Craig, Dean, Cole Nichols, he was up there, right? At the start, and then he faded. When he up there, or was that the heat race he was up there? I can't remember. One of those he was up there pretty early.
Yeah, he was doing all right. He definitely faded.
He's been floating back there just outside of the top 10.
Yeah.
Seems like every week, ever since that first week.
I know the first week he killed it.
He's kind of settled into that area, and that's where he's been the last few weeks.
So he's a Supercross only deal. I hope he gets a ride or it gets extended.
I don't think he'll extend it because they have 2 guys in the 450 already.
Yeah. So they'll have Jet, Sexton. Man.
Yeah, I don't think they would extend it either. It wouldn't make sense. They have 3 450 guys.
I could see him. I don't know. It would suck, but I could see him switching over because Malcolm's out. I mean, torn ACL, he's out. You think he could be there for on the Husky for outdoors?
That's super quick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what 4 months from now. What is this 6-month recovery on ACL?
Minimum, yeah, 6.
That's why they said.
Before you can even ride.
Yeah.
I mean, he might get maybe a couple in at the end of the year, but.
Well, do you see Colt going over the Husky?
No, because more than likely, if they want to do somebody in Supercross, that guy will probably just stay on.
Yeah.
That one kid that's riding for Hep Suzuki on the 250, he's only 4 months out from ACL surgery. That's why he's been having a rough time.
Yeah.
I would say there's no future ride for Nichols on the Honda team.
Some reason I see Nichols on that Triumph team. I don't know why. I could see him doing that next year.
Possibly. Because
or Kenny.
Do what?
I said or Kenny.
Yeah, I don't know what Kenny's deal is. Is it a 1-year deal?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't see Kenny and Ricky working together again.
Yeah. Ricky says he loves Kenny, but man, he's picky. So I don't know. Kevin Moran's good ride for Kevin Moran's had a 14. Malcorath 15. I mean, on Shane. I don't think.
How about Alex Ray?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Hold on, we'll get to that. Hold on.
All right.
Justin Starling 16. K Clausen 17.
How about Justin Starling taking race lines while getting lapped? Every time I seen him on the TV, he seemed like he was taking a race line.
Yeah.
He was A-Ray with it.
Okay, so K Clausen, John Short, that's also part of the A-Ray thing. And then John Cartwright. Josh Cartwright, I'm sorry. 19th. Justin Hill. Ferrandis obviously didn't finish. And Benny Bloss didn't finish, supposedly electrical. Sorry, let's get to the LCQ 450. So last lap, it's Chiz, Kyle Chisholm, and and then it's what, last turn or 2 turns at last turn, isn't it?
That's last
Yeah,
turn.
last
And-
turn.
For for someone who doesn't know, Chiz, they said Chiz always Chiz. He always makes his way into the main. He's coming, but he's
Dude,
still
he
got a little bit.
Down there too. He was in like 8th, dude, with like only 2
Yeah.
or 3 laps left.
And if you find the footage, maybe I'll try to post it or something. But he just
he
cuts in on Freddie Noren, just cuts him.
Dude, if Chiz had an electric start, he would have
Yep.
qualified.
Yep. Yeah. So
Thank you, Suzuki.
Chiz on Suzuki. He's got to kickstart it. He stalled it, and so he's sitting there kicking it. So as this is happening, Freddie's still trying to pick his bike up. Here comes A-Ray around the berm, and Alex Ray doesn't. I don't know
Dude,
what happens.
He just like rode off the track. I don't even know.
He like either catches a bad rut. Yeah, he just goes off the track, and then here comes John Short. Thank you, and just gets all past all 3 and gets in the
I don't even
lane.
think John Short probably knew what happened at that minute. You know,
Oh, there's no way he knew.
'Cause
He's probably like, what?
he was in like 7th.
Yeah. So they were saying even if A-Ray made it, he wasn't going to make the main because prior in the same LCQ, he like went off the track and they said he just like hauled down the side and then got back on. So he got penalized 2 positions. So even if A-Ray would have beat those, he wasn't going to make the main anyway. What else? But yeah, that was LCQs are great.
Yeah.
I think, dude, the LCQs are like almost my favorite. I think.
I know.
Josh Hill doesn't make it again.
Yeah, Josh Hill. And what about is Carnell going to make a main?
Dude, he sucks.
Yeah, what the
Terrible.
hell happened to him, man? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
The only way to find out is check out OnlyFans.
I mean, that's the only way he's making his money.
Support his sponsors.
Do you guys? Is there anything on 450 guys that I'll say surprised me better, even though he's already good? I say Chase. I think he rode way better. He kind of nothing got to him, and I mean he stayed with it, even though I know Tomac kind of slightly gapped him at the end. But I like the way Chase kind of rode. He was a little bit of a surprise. I'm not gonna say surprise, but you understand what I'm saying. He's up there and he's riding better.
Better
Yeah.
than what? He's been like second every week, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it's just like, well, he's gone down. He's literally crashed every race. He crashed the Triple Crown, and that one where Cooper got him. That was the first race. So I don't know. He just looks solid all race.
Yeah, he's pushing more towards the front
Yeah.
now than he was the earlier races. But I would say my people that were impressive to me would have been Anderson and Justin Cooper.
Yeah. Also AP.
Oh yeah, AP too. Yeah, but I don't know.
I think that might have been one of AP's best rides of the year.
Yeah, he looked fast. I liked it. His style looks pretty good now. Looks a lot better than it used to.
Yeah, Jay Coop. I forgot about him, but yeah, great ride. I guess he's in for next weekend, right? In Tampa. I don't know. I know he's only doing like so many.
I hope. I mean, it's pretty cool. He, shows up for the one race and he's competing with the top 10.
He might race more than just 4 now if they see that he could do like that.
I think they had him contracted for 8.
Yeah, 8.
But now that Fran is questionable, who knows?
Dude, Tomac looks so dang good. I know we're going back a minute, but God, he's riding that bike so well.
Who?
Tomac.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in that sand section. Like Sexton said, he's like, it was way too risky to go out there, and Tomac's just doing it every lap. The outside sand.
I'm not so afraid of hanging out and just roll.
Yeah.
And he knows that. It seems like he knows that bike really well, and he can just go and trust the bike and then trust the skills.
He's just riding really consistent, kind of making it look easy, sort of,
Did you guys watch the post race press conference? Whatever. He said he had PTSD on media day. It was a 3-on-3 off, and he said it like got in his head for a second.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. All right, how about this?
What do you think of that? His gear choice, the colors, the orange on the blue.
It was okay. I like Sexton's all blue a little bit better.
Yeah, that looks sweet. I like that.
I like the orange. I think it looked really good.
I like that better than some other things he's worn for sure.
Yeah, I think both their colors looked good.
So do you guys like A-Star like gear choices? Or who's your favorite like out of A-Star, Fly, and Thor? Who else is out there? Or Neil, I guess.
Fox.
Fox. 7 FXR.
Yeah.
Fast House.
Yeah, Fast. I don't like the Fast House stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know
like Fast
what
House.
it is about it, but I never really liked their stuff.
They're real big in the mountain biking scene. What do you guys like better? What kits do you think like stand out the most? I mean, I like Jets A-Star last week.
Yeah, I like Jets last week. I don't know. Alpine Stars is making some cooler stuff, but I don't know. It hasn't been my favorite. I feel like it's just kind of generic looking, sort of. I don't know.
See, I think
I always feel like they're too wild.
Yeah.
Like there's too much going on in their shit.
But then I look at like Coops and his Thor, like his KTM. I feel like it never changes. I feel like it's the same. It's either white or it's orange or blue. Like I don't know.
But then, man, the way Muscan was too, and AP shit. They all stayed the same.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a team thing.
I could see that.
I think Roxon always has pretty good looking stuff with Fox.
Yeah. And AC, his Fox stuff looks pretty good.
They always do a lot of cool like one-off stuff for Roxon too.
Yeah, did you see where Ferrandis had the old Thor jersey? It was what's the guy's name? Whoever.
The all yellow.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I forgot about that.
I used to like.
Which is weird because usually those guys don't get away from the team jerseys and stuff. You know, the team uniforms, like even the 250 guys. They all wear the same shit.
I always liked James Stewart. He always used to get like custom Garnier boots and stuff too all the time too. That were like one-off colorways, which was always pretty sweet.
Yeah. What about the Nike boots? Never came around.
They didn't last very long. I heard I don't know if it was Whiskey Throttle or what, but they were talking about like how he would completely blow a pair out in like one moto.
Oh, really?
You'd have to put on like a brand new pair like every moto. He said they were really good, but only for like 30 minutes because they were like really light and stuff. That's what he liked about them. But yeah, they had no like very, very fragile apparently.
All right, you guys got any more 450 stuff do you want to talk about? No.
I feel like there wasn't anything really too crazy going on for the most part. I feel like everybody kind of just sort of settled in a little bit, with the exception of maybe like AP moving up there a little bit. But I think the track was tough.
So points wise, Tomac 95, then Sexton is 7 back, and then Cooper Webb is 11 back. And then Anderson is 20 back, 21 back. So there's your top 4. All right, how about this? Who do you see that hasn't made a podium yet will make a podium?
450s?
450, yeah.
I'm going to say Ferrandis. Has he been on the
What?
podium?
No.
I think Ferrandis might be on the podium when he comes back.
Oof.
I'm going to say Plessinger.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to go with J. Coop.
Dang. I like that too, though. All right.
Say Jake. What?
I'll say Plessinger.
Look, he's double picking. He's got to pick one.
Speaking of picking, you have our picks for last week.
Yeah, hold on here. This is what it was. Can you see this?
There it is.
Dude, I should have flipped it too.
I was on the money. I should have taken.
Yeah.
I should have went to the freaking boat.
No shit. Damn, you and freaking.
Aaron's had it down. He got it.
They both did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dag. Roth, you had the top three, but wrong order.
Right.
We won't even look at mine.
Dude, Cooper Webb getting fifth.
Yeah.
Hey, I was the only one that said Anstey was going to be on the podium too. By the way,
It was. We ain't got 250s yet.
Yeah, chill out. Slow your roll.
Settle down, fucking squirrel.
I had a good week last week.
All right, let's go on the 250s.
Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
We'll transition to 250s. All right, 250s had like 5 rookies in it. We had Hayden Deegan. We had what's that kid? Chance Hymas, Tom Valali. How you say his last name? Anybody know? Viali. Then there was
not really a rookie, though. I mean, he's a rookie over here, but dude, he's won like 2 MXGPs. Like,
yeah.
But they said he's never rode Supercross until he came over here.
Yeah, Talon Hawkins. That's a rookie, right? He's a rookie.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I think there was one other dude that was like way down there.
Roswell.
Yep.
Yeah, Roswell. So I'm pulling for that kid.
Yeah, dang. Listen to Brittany back there.
Dude, that kid has got it together mentally. I like that kid. I hope he makes it. You gotta listen to an interview with him.
I heard he's goofy.
Dude, he's intelligent.
Where'd he finish?
He didn't qualify.
Oh, okay. Have you met
Got
him?
it together though.
No, I was just listening to him.
Okay.
I like that kid. I like the way he talks. I like the way he thinks.
All right. So 250s, Hunter Lawrence. We all kind of expected he was going to be good. What about Hunter Lawrence? Had to like go through the tough block because of Tom Vaughan like whipped it, and he had to like go off the track.
Yeah, he about whipped him off the track.
Yeah, that was pretty nutty, but good recovery there by Hunter.
Hey, Bruni, tell Chase to come in.
So Hunter so he goes in third. He's behind Tom Valal and Chance Hymas. So great start for Chance. He kind of looks like he faded back to 8th, but actually I think he went down maybe. But Hunter takes the lead and kind of checks out. But the surprise of the night was Max Anstie with the second. I don't think anybody. Well, you guys kind of talked about it last week that he might surprise some people, but then me and Ryan were talking before.
I thought he was going to suck.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to do that good, but
Anstie?
Yeah, dude, he was bad. He was hauling ass.
He was really good over in Australia when they was over there.
Yeah, in Paris.
Or Paris, was it? So
like the reason why I thought he was going to be better this year is because I've just like seen some of his videos and stuff that he's been putting up, and like, dude, he looks way better in the whoops than he ever did.
Yeah, I didn't watch anything with him this year, and then
so whoever's been coaching him on that stuff has been like kind of getting him on the right track. It looks like
he was ripping. It was cool.
He looked really consistent and smooth too, like the whole race. Like he didn't really have any he didn't really have any like big mess ups or anything.
And then there was a rumor that he was riding at 280.
Somebody protested him.
Yeah, not at 250.
I'm assuming nothing came about from it either because
I haven't read anything yet.
Yeah, he would have got penalized, obviously disqualified by the AMA like immediately for that. So,
and then Jordan Smith, great ride by Jordan. Does Jordan Smith kind of remind you of RJ? Like he could go down at any minute. That's how I always feel when I watch Jordan.
I don't know about that. I think
he's
Jordan had some bad luck in the last couple of years, but He's
think
always been fast.
He did.
Always been fast.
He crashed in the man, and he still got third.
I know, isn't that nuts?
I
They,
bet you he can beat Hunter straight up.
I think
By
he
end
can.
of the season, I bet you he beats him straight up.
He
At least won the lane.
He's got speed. If he got a start, I feel like he could potentially win one.
Yeah.
But
has he ever won overall?
I think Hunter got out front. And I think
he's got a few wins. I think from Pro Circuit or even TLD and KTM.
I think Hunter was just kind of in cruise control out front. Yeah.
And then we got Hayden Deegan, rookie, gets a fourth. Probably would have got fifth, but then Jeremy Martin goes down on the last lap. But still a great ride.
So did Bayou or whatever. He went down.
He was almost about to pass Jordan Smith when he crashed.
Do what?
He was creeping up on Jordan Smith. He was going for third.
J Mart,
yeah.
Oh. I don't think he would have caught him though.
I don't know.
Because he wrecked in the last two turns. He wasn't as close to Jordan Smith as they think he was.
I think part of J Mart's like, let me get through this first race, calm the nerves, and then let's because look at last year, didn't get to the first race out, didn't get to the first turn. So I think you'll see improvements from J Mart. I think he'll be back. He'll be on the podium. He'll be on the podium in Tampa.
Yeah, I think he will too.
I do too.
I'm sure he'll get a couple podiums throughout the season.
Yeah,
I think he'll get a win.
Michael Mosman kind of quiet all night, but I would expect him to be at least top 5.
He was like the upset.
Yeah, for sure. I think
if you give him a couple more laps, he would have passed. He would have caught and passed Hayden.
Yeah, he was gaining on him. And then Tom Vlau, great ride though, for a rookie.
I mean, dude, he should have had third.
Vial or Vial or something like that.
Yeah,
he dropped an anchor with about like 3 minutes left, dude. And like, I don't know if you saw him going through the whoops, man. Like,
slow.
He was like double in the whoop section. Like he couldn't even like jump through him. So I'm guessing he must have had arm pump or something going on bad. But he looked great up until that point, though.
He did crash in the corner right before him, though.
I think he was just. I think he was just like. He was tight. He was riding too tight at the end.
And he's probably tired as fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
He was ripping too. He was going super fast.
And then Chance Hymas, man, he was up there and he crashed, finished 8th. I think he'll be good though. I think he'll be a top 10 throughout the season.
Yeah, I think once he calms down, he'll be good.
Actually, he's not racing a whole season, I don't think. I think he's only doing like 4 or 5 races. I'll have to look into that. Pretty sure.
I think you're right.
Pretty sure, yeah. Lars is their manager. I think he's only going to do like 4 or 5.
Lars Fredrickson.
And the bastards.
And then Colin Park was a rookie last year. So he got 9th. What's the guy again that was on
Colin Park? He's privateer.
Who's the guy who was on Pro Circuit that keeps getting hurt?
Do what?
Faulkner.
No. You literally can never, like, you wouldn't even know his name because it's like one
Jet
race.
Reynolds?
Right. Yeah. Jet Reynolds. Did you say that?
Yes. Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds.
I think he was a rookie last year, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Came out of the rookie ranks last year.
I know Ryder D was doing all those Supercross futures last year. He was winning them all basically. Against and Chance.
He won a couple, but Chance Hymas won a bunch too.
I know Jet Reynolds got hurt in the outdoors last year, like first race in the outdoors, hurt. Chris Blows, top 10 for the old what was that, 34?
35.
Yeah. Talon Hawkins. What about Cody Schock in the heat? hits
Dude,
that
Whiskey
wall.
Dick right in the side of the ramp.
Dude. I
Dude,
didn't see it.
he Superman himself right into a wall.
His fucking
Yeah.
teammate knocked his bike out from underneath him.
Man,
I didn't
he's
see it, but they
lucky,
said that bike was destroyed.
he's lucky he's not paralyzed, dude.
Dude.
Well, he whipped it into his teammate.
Yeah, his teammate whipped it into him.
No,
Yeah.
that was the other way
Yeah,
around.
you're right. I think Scott's right. Yeah.
No. Oh,
Yeah, he whipped it into his teammate's front wheel.
well, he deserved it then.
Dude, he literally lawn darted himself right into a wall.
Yeah.
You could actually, when I show it in slow motion, you can see when he got the whiskey throttle and the bike just picks up.
Oh,
Oh,
They said that he borrowed Jay Owen's spare suspension and it was spring forks instead of air forks. Then he went out and still made it in the main.
yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
Wait,
Well,
you're saying he was riding air forks?
Yeah, originally he was, and he completely blew him up, dude, when he hit the wall. And then Jay Owen had an extra set that he borrowed.
Why would he be riding air forks?
I don't know.
Who knows?
why would his teammate have different?
Whatever they're getting set up with, who knows?
I guess preference. I don't know. But if I had a choice, I'd take spring over air any day.
Right?
Henry Miller 13th, Jay Owen 14th, Nate Thrasher. Man, that sand was destroying him. I think he went down twice in it.
Yep.
Hardy Munoz.
I think Nate Thrasher was probably my biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
Because I mean, dude, he won races last year.
Yeah, he's won Daytona and Atlanta, I think, right?
He crashed a couple times. He's only had one race this year.
I'd have to imagine that he turns it around.
Yeah. I'd say. I kind of wonder how Anstey's going to do next weekend.
When he's on a regular bike.
What? Yeah, when he's not running his
280?
250. Yeah.
Big bore kit.
He's been training in Florida, so that might help, with the more sandy stuff.
I don't know. I wonder if it's just like a fluke or if he's just picked it up and he's rolling.
Who do you see being a bigger challenge? I know you guys kind of already said it. For Hunter, would it be Anstey or Jordan or someone else?
Jordan.
Well,
I think Jordan. And Jamar. Jamar will give him a run for his money, too, if he gets his head out of his ass.
Hunter doesn't look as like
And Thrasher.
Jet just kind of checks out. Hunter still kind of, don't get me wrong, he's great, but like it I don't know, he's not as like smooth. He just rides different.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter's fast, but he ain't Jet.
Right.
Like, he ain't untouchable. Jet, you can say Jet's untouchable, but Hunter's not. I guarantee Jordan can beat him. J-Mark can beat him. Anstey can ride. If he keeps it up, Anstey probably can beat him. He's not unbeatable.
Yeah. Anything else, you guys, about the Houston Supercross? Does a rookie make a podium?
Yeah. I think so.
I'm just going to say no.
Dude,
Yeah,
did you guys see that pass that Hayden Deegan put on Chance Hymas? Where he dove in like he was about. I thought he was just trying to take him out for a second.
I think there was like some beef there or something.
There might be. Did you see how quickly he shot in there?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, he's gonna take him out. We never did hit him at all, but it was like, holy shit.
I think one of those guys might.
Well, no, yeah. That Vial, he's gonna podium.
I think
He's gonna podium.
Deegan.
I don't know if Vial podium if he's already gassed. Like the way
I think he's gonna
He
podium.
probably just got all freaking. He probably rode tight, knowing he was out front, trying to keep everybody behind him.
yeah.
I'm gonna say it's nerves. It's a different country. First race in this country. Like
Yeah.
the atmosphere totally different. and then I say when outdoors come, they better watch out for that dude.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna kick ass outdoors too.
Yeah.
Well,
I
how
like-
different are their bikes over there than they are here, though? Is that will that mess with him at all?
No,
Well, I think everybody can pretty much do whatever they want. So it's like it's pretty open as far as how much you can change things like outside of like the production models because they can do everything, dude. They can
there's a lot,
do the
there's a
frame.
lot more restrictions here.
Right.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. If he's on a bike that's going to be ultimately slower than his KTM was over there in the outdoors, is that going to play a part?
I wouldn't think so.
No, because you got to think, dude. Everybody over there is doing that, so they're all. It's a level playing field a little bit, over there also because everybody can do whatever they want. So
that's what I'm saying though. But he has a fucking fast ass bike over there, but over here he has to go with the restrictions. That's what I was trying to get at.
No, I think
here his bike's going to be slower than it was over there.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I think he'll be all right.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is going to be his suspension settings, probably, and the geometry, I guess, of the bike.
How did he look in the whoops? I don't remember.
His first few laps were good.
Yeah, the first half of the race, dude, he looked good. Then he just, like I said, man, he just dropped an anchor there last like 3 or 4 minutes and just completely went backwards.
The only thing is, though, those whoops didn't look as bad as a lot of the other whoops we've seen.
Yeah,
it was a long step, but they didn't look like they were as tall, and they didn't look near as cupped out as some of the other races.
Yeah, I agree.
It was just a long section, though.
Yeah.
But we're watching from TV too, so it's hard to really judge.
I'm gonna pull up the Tampa course or track course.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
So who was the most impressive, you guys think, in the 250 class?
Hang on.
I'm gonna say
impressive, Max Anstey.
I'm gonna say Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom.
I think
Tom surprised me too.
I think about Tom though, we just don't. I don't know. In my mind, I just didn't know. I didn't know what to expect one way or another.
I'm going with Max Anstey because he had he set the 2 fastest practice times, and then
he came out and proved it, dude, for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like he rode good.
God, do you see how long his podium speech was?
He's pumped.
He's pumped. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He must be getting podium speeches from Marvin. Just stay out there, keep talking.
Tampa's gonna have a sand section that's a rhythm section.
Oh. We should go to Tampa. Which one? Wait, what race do you guys still win in Nashville?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yo.
Tampa's got a shorter whoop.
What? Did you say no?
Looks like they got a dragon.
Yep.
Actually, I can see.
Oh, she said she won't be there. It'll just be us.
The sand rhythm section looks pretty cool.
It's a maybe. Kind of has a permit.
All right.
Okay.
What?
I was trying to think. Was there anything crazy in the 250 LCQ? Or was that pretty? That was pretty chill.
Chase.
What?
Come here, say hello.
Here you
He don't want to see you guys.
All right. Anything else before we close out Houston? Aaron, how's the body treating you since last week? Good.
Good, yeah. I think I got a cold though.
Oh.
So I've been feeling a little rough, but
so you're feeling better. Mets is down. Me and Ryan are still hanging strong.
Man, so looking at it, I got to kind of take my upset back. I said Mosman. He did come from. He made some passes.
Yeah.
Dang. It's gonna be. Yeah, I'm going with Thrasher. Like I think somebody else said.
Oh, you're upset? Yeah, Thrasher.
Yeah.
Do you think Moseman's a contender?
Oh yeah.
Like he was last year?
Not a championship contender. but
the box though.
He can get a win.
maybe a one race contender. Yeah, but I don't see him there for the whole series. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's a championship contender, but I think he can get a win or two.
That's pretty much what I just said, Ralph.
Right. I was agreeing with you. Sorry, I didn't say I agree with you. Just
I'm just kidding.
Ross, how are you still friends with him?
I'm not really. Don't you notice I'm not around much anymore?
All right, let's go 450 Tampa podium. Mets, write this down.
Damn it. I don't feel good. All right, let's write this down. What are we doing? 450 podium?
Yeah, 450 podium Tampa. Somebody
All right.
start. Somebody go ahead and start.
121-23.
What?
Ooh, you think Anderson's going to be
23.
Sexton, huh?
Tomac, Anderson, Sexton.
In Tampa.
All right. I got that. Who's next?
I'll do 23-3-2.
You're stupid.
Can't change it. Even though he called you stupid, you can't
I
change
know.
it.
He's a child.
What did he say
Aaron.
again? All I heard was there was not a one there.
He said 20.
I said 23. I meant to say 1, but it's 23-1-2. But I
You
said
said-
3. 'cause That's his
You
number.
said 23.
Oh, yeah, he said three.
What's
But
his old number? That's his
3
old
is
number.
1. 1 is 3.
Yeah,
I got you. You're
Never
right.
mind.
that's
I
my
called you
fault.
stupid because you didn't have fucking Tomac in your top 3 at the. I didn't catch it.
I'm saying 1. I'm saying 1-23-2.
What?
Wait,
one?
you saying Cooper's going to be in there?
Yeah, Cooper third.
No way.
Looking at the track map.
What's
120.
that have to do with anything?
Because I think Cooper.
They got a short whoop section?
I
They
love
do
that.
have a shorter whoop section, yeah.
That's probably why you think Cooper's going to do good, right?
Yeah.
And I think the track's really going to get broken down too with all that sand rhythm section and stuff too. And I think he's a good technical kind of rider.
Did you notice in this at Houston, the turns were like more of a bowl turn, and he couldn't cut down like he does because they were more like a big like bowl versus like a straight like where he cuts down out of a berm, makes it tight.
I always feel like you could cut down easier in a bowl.
That's what I thought, but he wasn't doing it. I was
Yeah,
watching.
so this was a faster track, so you want to carry more momentum, so you sweep the corners.
Right.
It's not. This wasn't a tight track, so he seems.
You don't want to
take-
cut down.
Yeah, because you just kill your inertia, momentum.
Man, look at
Look
you.
at
All
bringing
right,
the physics into it. He's
Matt-
been watching the Kawasaki's Supercross, a fucking school thing, whatever.
I got it playing right now.
Mets, make your picks so Ryan can critique them.
All right, ready? 123.
Attaboy.
123 and 7.
What?
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
Can't change it.
he's letting it
Oh,
hang
yeah.
out.
got
Hold
it.
on.
That's
Right.
not a bad pick, though.
Let's go 250.
Oh, 250? I don't even know who's in the 250 plane.
We just talked about it.
All right. 250s.
I'll go.
You got to give me numbers.
What's Jordan Smith's 59?
58.
58, 96, and whatever Max's number.
You think George Smith's going to win?
Yeah, I'll give it to him. I think he's gonna ride the little momentum there.
58, 96, and who?
I don't know Max's number.
It's 63, ain't it?
Great.
Yep, 63.
I'm going 96, 58, 63.
Same. Or just flip flop in 2 and 3.
Yeah, flip flop in 2 and 3.
There you go, Rob.
Man, I'm going to have to go 96, even though I don't want to.
I feel you.
What's the track like again? Short whoops and what else?
Short
Yeah.
whoops, sand rollers, Dragon's back.
It's Florida
Uh,
dirt. They got a whole rhythm section that's sand.
Jeremy Martin will be second.
Good one.
Six.
J Mart Yeah,
and
Jmart.
50 and 58.
That might honestly be a good
You're
pick.
saying 58 for third?
Yes.
Okay.
Jmart grew up on the sand, so that might actually be a pretty good choice. I didn't even completely space Jmart out.
All right.
Okay, I'm rolling with who I got, though. I won't change it.
You
All
can't
right.
change it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, my eraser broke anyway, so you're stuck.
All right.
I got 96, 6, 63. I was going to go with what Roth had,
Man,
but I couldn't
Jmart's
do the exact same. I had to switch it up.
All righty. Well, that's Houston wrap up. We did it again Monday night. We're on a roll now.
Now if we can just get 8:30, it'd be great.
I'm trying.
Tired of being up till past 9:30, 10 o'clock.
No shit. On a school night.
Right.
Fuck
Fucking
up.
school night.
I mean, you guys are